Atlanta 911 operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The
This
location
is
is
the
two
cab
seven.
with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye.
Yeah,
No, it's two
NYE
seven.
Drive.
It's 273 William. Oh, you said NYE, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, the cab. Hello, caller.
you're welcome.
Hi.
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house of literally the neighbors next door. The house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house, and
What's your
then
name?
I'm sorry. What is my name?
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch, and
Uh-huh.
basically like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding the guns in the air, and then it's like I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. Um, and then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing they're doing illegal stuff over there, and it's
How
disturbing the
many shots were
area.
fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt,
And
and
they're
that's why
coming
I
from
say
273 William Nye Drive?
that's not yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear
She was,
anything else?
yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage, like she's trying to. They brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another
Okay.
commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low
Is he
haircut.
black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives. I believe. Well,
What
it
color
looks
shirt
like
and
this is
pants do he have on?
blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not
What
sure. I
color
didn't really
T-shirt?
get the. Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and with the tragic death of young Scooter on his 39th birthday this past weekend, it has most definitely had a lot of unanswered questions and left people in awe as things are not making clear-cut sense how everything went down with the situation. Now, they said a femoral artery was the reason why he passed away from a leg injury, possibly. The autopsy is either supposed to be done or it's going to be done in the future, as the cause of death is not documented in full yet when it comes to this case and how everything went down. Now they have decided to release the audio call to 911. They had the police dispatched to the scene, and it's actually 10 minutes long. I just let y'all hear the gist of it for the most part right there, where they said a woman was supposed to be at the house. We saw in the reports when the police got there was not a woman there. Then also she had spoke on the kid in this call also. And when you look at the TMZ reports, they called it straight up a swatter. Now, I don't want to call this that, but it don't make entirely no sense, because they said that when they got to the house, it was only 2 males there, Scooter and another guy. And on the phone call, she's saying it was 7. It's this going on right now. It's happening in this moment. Get somebody here immediately. They all got guns. There was a shooting and everything like that. but they can investigate the scene and kind of see if these things happen, and no reports of any of this came out. So it's pretty much coming off as a SWAT call. And for people who don't know what SWAT is, that's basically like a fake call to police, almost like a prank where you give a false report, have the police dispatcher come to somebody home and things like that. And in the TMZ write-up, it says this: the caller, claiming to be the neighborhood watch, added she had long suspected the residence was a staging ground for either a drug dealing or prostitution ring, and urged officers to hurry because the woman was bleeding profusely from her head while being held hostage. There was also supposedly a child in danger, but when Atlanta police rushed the scene, they encountered none of that. Only someone who slammed the door in officers' faces when they approached the front. It was then young Scooter, likely clueless to the 911 dispatch, fled from the back of the residence with another man, only to tear a femoral artery by jumping a fence as cops gave chase. Officers never discovered a woman bleeding profusely, and Scooter eventually succumbed to his injuries at the Grady Marcus Trauma Center later that night. Scooter's death sent shockwaves throughout the hip-hop community, and police are actively looking for the woman who made the bogus 911 call. Now, TMZ is the only report that's jumping out there saying the call was bogus and it don't make no sense. Everybody else was reporting it as, hey, they looking for the woman, they trying to find her, who was this lady that called and everything like that. You can decide early, was it a bogus call or not? And that's on you. We can't confirm it, but it sounds bogus because the police would have been able to see evidence on the scene that this made any kind of sense, there was any kind of truth to it. She said she was next door looking at it. They would have at least been able to find her next door. You see what I'm saying? If you just really look at it like that. So now this getting deeper and deeper, man. They investigating. We gonna keep everybody updated with the facts. And this is crazy right here because the police pull up to the house. You just wondering what's really going on and things like that. It's Scooter's birthday. He like, hold on, man, what's what? And they say he took off running. He ain't knowing what's going on possibly. And I don't want to be wrong and paint a theory. None of this is confirmed, but it's like, man, what is really happening with this situation right here, man? So we gonna keep everybody updated. Something ain't right about that phone call. That's the latest with this right here. I'm going to just come back when they give all the facts, and we going to keep everybody in tune to what's going on. This is not making more and more sense. You can lose your life like that with the leg. That's the upper, that's the thigh area, and it does have major arteries up there. You can bleed out, most deaf, but it's some stuff that's going to have to get cleared up, how this whole situation played out. Shots not fired, and then shots this, that. We'll have to wait and see, but something ain't adding up at all, man. Tell me what y'all think. Most definitely, condolences to the entire family again of young Scooter, his kids, his lady, everybody from Black Migo Gang, Free Bad Gang, everybody in the Atlanta rap scene, or the entire industry that Scooter rocked with and chopped it up with, that kicked it with him, dealt with him on the day-to-day. They most definitely been hanging their head, you know, just showing support throughout the weekend, and even today is most definitely rest in peace to young Scooter, man. This is a wild story right here. Condolences, fly high. Long live young Scooter. For shit show, stay on your pivot. More coming.